If you were given a user manual for your unique energy system at birth, would you read it? Imagine having access to a blueprint that explains why you feel drained in certain environments and while some decisions feel right, while others create resistance, and why you interact with the world in your own distinct way. This isn't science fiction. It's called human design, and today I'm going to break down this fascinating system that's transforming how people understand themselves and navigate their lives. I'm Mark Roach. Welcome to Transcendent, my YouTube channel where I share my journey through the world, through life, crossing the wide spectrum of human experience from high to low, as most people in American society define them. Now, this channel is all about inspiring common people to find their power, and a few tools have empowered me and others more profoundly. And there are fewer tools. Well, let me just say, human design has profoundly impacted my walk through complex PTSD. Human design emerged in 1987 when a man named Ra Uru Hu, and he was born Alan Krakauer, had what he described a mystical experience. During this encounter, he received information about a system that synthesizes ancient wisdom traditions, including astrology, the I Ching, the Kabbalah, and the chakra system into a practical framework for understanding human energy. Unlike personality tests that ask you questions about yourself, human design calculates your chart based on your birth date, your time, and where you were born, the location. It's similar to an astrological start, but with an entirely different interpretation and application. At its core, human design identifies 5 energy types that describe how we're designed to interact with the world. First, we have manifestors. That's about 9% of the population. These are initiators, the ones who are here to impact others and start things. If you're a manifestor, your strategy is to inform others before taking action. This helps prevent resistance and allows your powerful initiating energy to flow smoothly. Next are generators. Roughly 37% of people, generators are the life force on the planet with sustainable energy for work. Their strategy is to respond rather than to initiate. When a generator waits for something to respond to, they access their powerful sacral energy and experience satisfaction rather than frustration. Then we have manifesting generators. That's about 33% of the population. They're a hybrid type with generator energy but manifestor qualities. They're multi-passionate, quick, and adaptable. Like pure generators, their strategy is to respond, but they tend to move through experiences more rapidly. Projectors, they make up about 20% of people. They're the guides, the directors of energy, designed to see others deeply and offer direction. Their strategy is to wait for an invitation before sharing their wisdom. When projectors try to initiate like manifestors or work consistently like generators, they experience bitterness or burnout. And finally, reflectors are the rarest type. They comprise about 1% of the population. They reflect the energy around them and serve as mirrors for the community. Their strategy is to wait a lunar cycle, 28 days, before making major decisions, allowing them to see situations clearly through different energetic environments. Now, your human design chart shows 9 energy centers represented as geometric shapes. These centers can be defined or colored in or undefined, which are opaque or white. Defined centers represent consistent energy and traits in your life, areas where you have reliable access to certain qualities. Undefined centers are where you're most open, adaptable, and potentially vulnerable to conditioning from others or the environment. One of the most practical aspects of human design is your authority. your inner guidance system for decision making. It's how your body communicates truth to you. Some common authorities include emotional authority, where decisions come through riding the emotional wave from high to low before clarity emerges, or sacral authority, found in generators and manifesting generators, where gut responses of uh-huh or uh-uh guide decisions. Splenic authority, which operates through instantaneous intuition, a flash of knowing that comes and goes quickly. And then ego authority, where commitments come from the heart and are backed by willpower. The magic happens when you combine your type's strategy with your authority. This combination creates a reliable decision-making process aligned with your authentic self. So why does this matter? What benefits can human design bring to your life? First, there's a profound validation and self-acceptance. When you see aspects of yourself reflected in your chart, perhaps these are traits that you've been criticized for or have tried to change. There's often a deep sense of relief. That need for alone time as a projector, or the multiple projects at once as a manifesting generator, isn't a flaw. It's really how you're designed to operate. Human design gives you permission to be yourself, embracing both your strengths and what society might perceive as a weakness. This self-acceptance can release years of trying to be someone you're not. Following your strategy and authority provides a reliable decision-making framework specifically calibrated to your energetic makeup. This eliminates much of the second guessing and anxiety that comes with important choices. For example, emotional authority types learn that wading through their emotional wave before deciding leads to more consistent satisfaction, while generators discover that following their gut response leads to fulfillment rather than frustration. Understanding your design and the designs of others creates a new language for relationships. Instead of taking behaviors personally, you can recognize them as expressions of different energy types. Knowing that your manifestor partner needs to inform rather than ask permission, or that your projector friend needs recognition before offering advice, that can transform how you interact. This awareness reduces conflict and fosters deeper connections based on authentic energy exchange. Parents particularly benefit from understanding their children's designs, allowing them to support natural tendencies rather than imposing one-size-fits-all expectations. Human design can revolutionize your approach to work and career. Understanding your type helps you recognize the right environments and your roles for energy. Generators thrive when doing work they love that utilizes their sustainable energy. Projectors excel in advisory and guidance roles rather than repetitive tasks. Manifestors can leverage their independent initiative in entrepreneurial ventures. Reflectors benefit from varied environments that allow their sampling nature to flourish. Perhaps one of the most valuable benefits is learning to work with your natural energy patterns rather than against them. Human design teaches that when you engage, or teaches you when to engage and when to rest, how to recognize when you're using your energy correctly, ways to protect your energy in undefined centers, and how to honor your body's signals. This awareness can dramatically reduce burnout, fatigue, and stress by helping you establish sustainable rhythms aligned with your unique energy configuration. Human design highlights where you're most susceptible to conditioning, the influences from parents, education, culture, and society that may have pulled you away from your authentic nature. Undefined centers in your chart show you where you've likely absorbed and amplified others' energy, potentially leading to inconsistent behavior, people-pleasing, or self-doubt. Recognizing these patterns is the first step to realizing or to releasing the conditioning and reclaiming your authentic expression. When operating according to your design, many people report enhanced creativity, clearer access to their gifts, and a stronger sense of purpose. By removing the static of the conditioning and the inappropriate strategies, your natural talents and contributions can emerge more powerfully. This often leads to a sense of flowing with life rather than struggling against it, what Ra Uru Hu called living your experiment. The beauty of human design is its practicality. It's not just theoretical, it provides concrete strategies you can implement immediately. How to make your decisions like from your authority, how to initiate action or respond to life, your strategy, when to engage with others, and when to be alone, your type. How to manage your energy throughout the day, your defined and undefined centers. Human design isn't about predicting your future or limiting your potential. It's about recognizing your unique operating system so you can function optimally. The benefits come not from passive knowledge, but from active experimentation with your strategy and authority. As Ra Uru Hu often said, don't believe anything I say, try it for yourself. The true value emerges when you put these principles into practice and observe your life transform, when you honor your design. To discover your own human design chart, you'll need birth date, exact birth time, and location. There are many free services online where you can generate your basic chart and begin exploring your design. Remember, this is just an introduction to a rich and complex system. If something resonates with you, I encourage you to learn more about your specific design and experiment with living according to your strategy and authority. Whether you're seeking better relationships, career fulfillment, improved health, or simply a deeper understanding of yourself, human design offers a roadmap to living as your authentic self in a world that often pulls us away from our true nature. So here's a quick summary of what I've covered in this video. 1, human design combines ancient wisdom traditions to create a personal energetic blueprint. 2, your type, manifester, generator, manifesting generator, projector, or reflector, determines your optimal strategy for engaging with the world. 3, your authority guides your decision-making process in alignment with your authentic self. 4, following your strategy and authority leads to less resistance and more fulfillment. 5, benefits include self-acceptance, clearer decisions, better relationships, career alignment, and reduced burnout. 6, the system provides practical tools for daily life, not just theoretical knowledge. I'm Mark Roach, wishing you peace on your journey towards transcendence and discovering your authentic design.